This is Mission Spotlight reporting from the Australasian Division. The area within this world division of the church covers 30 million square miles, 3 times the size of the United States. The number of people living in all this vast area, Australia, New Zealand, New Guinea, and hundreds of islands, is about the same as the population of metropolitan New York. Around the world, Sabbath school members this quarter set their attentions on 3 union missions in the Australasian Division: Central Pacific, Western Pacific, and Papua New Guinea. The people who live on these specks of land vary tremendously. For example, Noumea, the capital city of New Caledonia, is like a miniature Los Angeles, while in the heartland of New Guinea, the world opens into the Stone Age. It was not until after World War II that Christianity made a significant penetration in these islands. War-minded and superstitious, the people were so closely shackled to the fierce spirit world of their ancestors that they did not welcome the white man. Even today, parts of these islands remain untouched, unspoiled, governed by the echoes of the wind, rhythm of the water, position of the sun, and light of the moon. The navigating arts of these islanders continue to survive. Mariners steer their boats by wave motion. A skilled navigator can recognize the character of an ocean swell as quickly as the face of a man. At night, they steer by star path. They pick a star that rises over their destination and follow its successors in the sky. A compass, they say, can go wrong. The stars never. The coral reef that surrounds the islands is treacherous. Even at high tide, only light canoes can surf over the reef and come to the island shores. Since the 1950s, Christianity has spread throughout the South Pacific. Growth of the Seventh-day Adventist Church has been dramatic. For years, missionaries endured heartbreaking labor. Today, national pastors are responsible for hundreds of baptisms each year. The hills and valleys of New Guinea are dotted with Seventh-day Adventist mission stations, churches, schools, hospitals, and airstrips. The gospel has brought civilizing influences, and schools, even in remote places, have become extremely important to people. In the hinterland along the Fly River in Papua New Guinea, 41 children attend church school in a crude bamboo shelter. On the mission compound in Sua, Fiji, there's a school with 160 children. Elementary schools are everywhere. With growth, need for secondary training faced church leaders. Year by year, this challenge is being met. Three years ago, Cosina College was opened in Samoa to serve academy-level young people. The Samoan Islands have over 500 Seventh-day Adventist youth in the secondary age bracket. Space at Cosina is limited, so enrollment is restricted. The mission cannot provide sufficient educational opportunities for the great army of youth in the church. Purchase of even essential equipment at Cosina has had to be deferred. Hard-working people must make up for the money deficits. Terry is a young girl from New Zealand. She gave up a good job to come to Cosina and cook.
We have here a 44-gallon drum that has been lined with cement, and Huey drops her 12-gallon stainless steel pots in there to boil. We boil taro and bananas.
Terry receives only 1/5 the salary at Cosina that she was making in New Zealand.
It would cost us about $5,000 to put in a good wood fuel stove.
Oh, the colors of the rainbow, skies of blue and forest green, red and yellow flowers on the hillside grow. But Lord, what color is the soul? Angels up in heaven, looking for that day, strife and trouble all will vanish away.
The spirit of the students at Cosina reaches beyond personal comfort.
Red and yellow, black and white, you're joy to know that there's no color to a soul.
On the island of Malaita, in the Solomon Islands, Afutera Vocational School serves secondary-age youth. The beautiful campus at Afutera is set in almost total isolation. From mission headquarters at Auki, it takes 1 hour by truck over rough roads and through shallow rivers, then 1.5 hours by motorized canoe along the coral reef. From the surrounding villages and bush, young girls come to learn to sew and cook. They take classes in health, English, and Bible. Afutera is a school where young men can learn woodworking, mechanics, agriculture, and some sciences. 330 students are enrolled at Betikarma High School on the island of Guadalcanal. The students at Betikarma consider themselves fortunate because there are hundreds of youth in the Solomons who long for such an opportunity. In Papua New Guinea, 3 academies accommodate about 1,000 students. The gardens at each of these schools are a thing of beauty, set in the rugged surrounding landscape. Students learn how to work the gardens. They raise seedlings in the greenhouse. They transplant them to the fertile, irrigated fields. Every week of the year, 4 tons of fruits and vegetables are flown to market by charter plane from Kapiufa School. At Mount Diamond School, local markets in Port Moresby absorb all the fresh foods grown. Sales in a single year total over $60,000. The Papua New Guinea Union Mission has been growing rapidly, from 1,200 members in 1945 to more than 70,000 Sabbath school members now. The schools can be credited with much of this growth. Over 7,000 children and youth are in church schools and academies. The urgency is for a college, a training center where the young people can become teachers, ministers, secretaries, and competent church leaders. Sonoma Junior College on New Britain Island offers limited college-level classes. Sonoma, however, can accommodate only about 200 students. The only other school where advanced training is available to the youth of the South Pacific is Fulton College in Fiji. Again, facilities limit the number of students that can be accepted each year. A new 4-year college is a necessity for the large church membership of the Pacific Islands. Port Moresby, New Guinea, is an ideal location for such a school. 1,100 acres of property have been purchased near this capital city, and an agricultural program is being developed. The young people of the South Pacific send their love and thanks for your generous support in making their new school a reality through your offerings on Sabbath, September 27. This is Mission Spotlight.